Dear Ninja Memoirs, God, I think we're on day 15, but I'm not even sure anymore. Damn, the camera's blurry. I'm getting too close. But hey, you know what? This is a guide about where you should be and what you should be doing right now. Alright guys, here it is, day 15. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Ninja Memoirs. Guys, I think I missed day 12, 13, 14. I might be on day 15. I'm not even sure anymore, to be honest. But either way, I want to show you guys what we're at in about 2 weeks and where you should be at if you've been following the same guide. Alright guys, so first and foremost, while I'm talking, I'm going to be pressing this button non-stop so I can drill it in your head and everyone else's head who's watching this, what you should be doing with your Ryo. Okay, so the first thing is, I have not been logging on every single day. I've been logging on every single time I can to complete this. So my power level at 189 or so is a little bit lower than it should be. In about 2 weeks, guys, you should be closer to 200k and your speed should be about 1,200, 1,300 depending on how much times you've been doing this specific thing that I'm doing. So why am I doing this? Now guys, if you guys don't remember watching my Abyss video for this free-to-play account and all my other free-to-play accounts that I've been talking about, this is your bread and butter. That's right, bread and butter. You guys know how much I love saying that in terms of content and how quickly speed does help you in PvE and PvE. So make sure guys you're going into item summons, especially with the new Ryo drills, and getting as many of these speed scrolls plus fragments and other items that you can. So I would be spending roughly about half my Ryo getting this out of the way. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I hope you guys are subliminally or listening to what I'm saying, doing this as much as you possibly can so you get yourself some 5-star and 6-star units, whether they're Rs or SRs, some pretty decent ones like Konkuro, Sakura, Yamato, Kiba, Tenten, etc. And at the same time getting your speed up plus getting your Gamma coins. Now a lot of people are neglecting that specific part, Gamma coins. A lot of people are saying, Payne, how are you so much higher than me already when you're not even playing every single day? Simple guys, I'm focusing on getting this out of the way and using these sexy little coins here with the leaves on them to get my Gamma power up, which overall sends your power up skyrocketing, because each Gamma statue can give you up to 15 to 20k worth of power. So do not neglect it guys. Make sure you are focusing on getting some of those up, because I know a lot of you don't really think about it very much because it's not directly affecting your characters, but it does affect your entire roster. So do not stop doing Ryo summons guys. So I'm gonna stop here while I'm talking, so I think you guys get the point here. Now with that being said, speed. If you guys have not watched my speed videos, go back and watch my speed videos because they are extremely important in terms of getting your units up the proper way. Now speed is done there's a specific fashion of handling speed, right? You don't just give speed to one unit or two units. You pretty much give speed to all your units across the board. Okay, and what that means guys, you're gonna have some SRs here that are speed 1, so change the settings to speed here guys, put down your lowest speed and go from there. So this is my lowest speed here. This SR fragments are gonna go towards him to get my speed up. Now when I get my level up on speed for him, it affects every single person in my roster. So this +5 now is a team bonus. All right, that team bonus applies to my total speed here, the plus speed that applies to all my Shinobis. So it is very important guys that you focus on getting every single Shinobi speed up to level 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Do it in tandem. Like take them all one by one. Don't just focus on the ones you're using because you'll never get anywhere with speed. Okay, that's the main thing with speed, is you have to make sure you distribute it equally amongst the roster. Now for the rares, it's the same thing applies. You go from level 2, 3, they're a little easier to level up. I need level 30 I believe, or 40 to get that, so we'll get that out of the way soon. But that's how speed works, so make sure you're doing that correctly. So on to the next thing, power. So 185, 371, again, I have not been logging in every day. I log in when I can, obviously, because I'm super busy, and this is just a for fun account, but as you can see here, I'm getting Gamma coins. You should be doing one by one. I'm going to do times 10 just to kind of hurry it on up. We'll go ahead and suffer that one. We didn't need to. You should never do what I just did, but I'm just doing it to show you guys real quick what times 10 looks like. So you want to maximize this one as much as you can and then move on to the next one, guys. This one here is one of your best ones in terms of how much power you can get, and also is probably your best offensive one in terms of what it provides you from a stat perspective, right? So this statue here is a very important one to clear out. Damage increase rate, critical damage rate, attack is going to be your main focus, but other ones matter. Usually you don't want to accept the negatives like I did. That was just again to show you guys what not to do, but that's what you want to do there. And if you look at your power now, it was 185. I mean that would have gone up if I didn't accept the negative, obviously, but that's so important, guys. Okay, another thing you should be doing is Orochimaru. He pops up every hour 30, every hour 45. So make sure when you pop them, you can log back in an hour and 30 minutes later, do some stamina runs, and then you hopefully will pop him, and then buy yourself the scrolls here if they're available with Ryo and the speed scroll, and then refresh it and do it again. And one other thing you should be doing in here as well too, and the ninja tools, is getting some side weapons, right? You need 25 for his LB2, so start getting those out of the way whenever you possibly can. All right, arena coins. You should be spending this specifically only on Sai. Speaking of Sai, your Sai should be roughly about 4 stars right now. If again you've been following the same guide, here's my Sai right here. I'm going to show you guys real quick where we're at, and here he is. So you can see I'm 100 away from 5 stars, so not doing too bad in 15 or 14 days, let's say 15 days, and I'm adding another 10 there. And then again, your blessing levels, you're going to get a lot more SR fragments, so definitely save up, guys, to get those SR fragments from these blessing level 7, 8s, and 9s, I believe. So yeah, level 8 here, oh, level 8, 10, and 11. 8, 10, 11. So you're going to need to spend a little bit of your actual Shino coins in order to unlock these, obviously, but you'll be doing that with the summons during the anniversary, so keep that in mind. And again, for the drills, guys, the new drills that are out, make sure you are focusing on them. Even if you get yourself a B, an A, whatever the case may be, even if you're not finishing it, they're giving you a plethora amount of resources, way more than the other ones would, so don't neglect that either, guys. That should be where your focus is at. All right, so arena. Now, I've talked about Arena before, and I'm going to quickly show you guys how I'm doing in Arena now. I think I did lose actually my first match in a while yesterday, and I ended up being 10th, which is okay. Top 10 is where you want to aim at, but you ideally want to, guys, be fighting anybody here, especially if you're faster, with anybody who uses a tribe. You'll most likely win if you're faster than them, right? So I'm going to quickly show you guys my matches here. Well, we'll show it. I'll just show you the example of where we are in terms of wins and losses. I mean, there may be a loss along the way. There may be all wins, but we'll see what happens. Now, this player here, for example, has a great team. Really good setup here. The only difference I would have done here is I would have put May first, because then it would have given everybody else the stun increase. But everything else here looks really, really good. I mean, there's a couple changes I would do, to be quite honest, but hey, he might end up beating me, right? But or not. So there you go. Like, that's most likely a speed thing right there, right? That speed. And I mean, you guys could look at my team on paper and see their team on paper and be like, no, there's no way Payne's gonna win because they have so many more URs or whatever the case may be. But that's the beauty of having speed over units. When you have the proper stats and the proper resources set up, guys, the sky's the limit in terms of where you can progress, right? So I'm going to keep going here until we do our matches. You can see here I'm fighting everybody with tribe specials. Oh, and I did lose that one there. So there you go. And that is most likely straight RNG. Like, if I fight that guy again, or he may be faster than me, right? So let's fight that again and see what happens. Let's see the difference. Look at that. See, that was closer. So again, it's RNG will always play a factor, right? So that's the thing you have to keep in mind. No matter how much you play the right team and the right game, sometimes RNG will always take advantage of you. Sometimes you don't have a choice. It's just how it works, right? So that one loss right there might put me in the top 10 again, or it might kick me off the top 10 and put me in my top 15 or whatever. But the point is, speed does make a massive difference. You'll notice your wins will increase pretty drastically if you apply the proper speed to the proper characters and set up your team correctly. All right, so that was an unfortunate loss. We're gonna just keep going here, guys. This is a pretty decent team as well. Pretty good setup actually too. So there you go, not a bad win. So my one loss there. So congrats to Dude, man. You took me out one time. So this will probably put me in the top 10. Probably, yeah. If I win this one, yeah. Okay. So that was really close. Wow. Again, RNG, right? Can play both ways, can play for you or against you. I will say this, I have not been focusing, so top 6 right now, so I have not been focusing very much on Tower of Abyss, guys, or sorry, Tower of Eternity. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to be doing it, but you should probably be roughly around 45 to 50 at this point. So this is where I'm at. I think I dropped a few levels, to be honest. I think I was at 45 and I dropped to 41. So definitely, guys, in the 40s, for sure. In terms of your Shinobi Tails, you should be focusing on KCM. That should be your #1 Naruto to place all your fragments towards, so don't neglect that. In terms of alliance, guys, remember your team 1 is going to be your arena, so your raid team. So if you plan to skip, make sure you are skipping with your team 1 and you have your team 1 optimized, okay? So that's going to be very important. Shout out to all the members in Ninja Tail. I don't even know where we're at in terms of power, but there you go, guys. If you see your name here, again, shout out to you for joining. It's been actually a lot of fun. I've been communicating with some of these guys whenever I have the time to, but you know, great members. And the one thing also I want to say is when you are doing your upgrades, put it towards the member upgrade section, guys. That's going to be the one that's going to drive your alliance to get stronger, so you can recruit more members. And in terms of power, I don't even know where we're at, to be honest. Let's double check to see. I'm 50 personally in the ranking. Again, this is complete F2P, guys. There's no money spent, and we're 4th. It's not bad, because I know we're fighting a lot of whales right now too. So hey, good job, guys. It's awesome to see. So those are it. And guys, dailies. Make sure for dailies you're completing these, because these are huge EXP gains, and also Shino coins, right? Like if you have these like the standard ones you need to do, just go to your lowest member here of your Shinobi and just pump him full of levels. Like put a couple levels into him, and you'll get yours out of the way. And also, honestly, guys, these green pots here, do not use them. Sell those, okay? That's prime Ryo that you're spending if you're applying it towards your characters when you shouldn't be. So I'm gonna just give Kakashi. He's actually gonna be my next ninja to focus on in the Shinobi Tail genealogy. I want to get my KCM to 4 stars, and that's my #1 priority right now. So there you go, guys. That should completely finish up your dailies. We'll get them to 10 and stop. We're gonna just always save a Shinobi to a low level in order to get these done, right? There you go, guys. Completely finished. So very important that you guys are doing this on a daily basis. But yeah, that's essentially it, guys. You should be focusing on getting yourself closer to about 200k in 15 days. If you are not, you're not focusing enough on Gamma. Oh, and another thing also, I want to mention your training gems. If you guys have completed the speed boost, go ahead and move on to the up here where you want to focus on the attack one, and then make sure you stop at 150 and you move down to here. Your goal is to get to here as soon as you possibly can. And also remember, Gamma pairs, guys, super important, and also shrines. Right now, because we have the Ryo, guys, you should actually be buying some of these and getting them out of the way, right? So like I'm gonna buy this one here just because we can right now, right? I'm gonna get this one and this one, and see there, like the power boost isn't insane, but right now because you have the Ryo and later on you won't, just get it done. Just get it done. There you go. Look, I'm pretty Ryo broke, but you know what? I don't have to worry about those anymore because there's more to come. There are more shrines, if you don't know, to open up later on, and they're all right here. So yeah, make sure, use your Ryo, get them out of the way as soon as you can right now while the event is going on, because later on you're going to kick yourself in the ass for not doing so. Alright guys, this has been Ninja Memoirs day 12, I don't even know, we'll say day 15, okay? Thank you for joining. Hope you guys are keeping up and enjoying the game. Take care, everybody. This is Payne. Have a wonderful one.